Good morning, April 23rd. Let's start with 3 deep double breaths, followed by the Serenity Prayer, followed by April 23rd, Hope for Today, followed by 3 deep double breaths, followed by the Serenity Prayer. Serenity Prayer sandwich. Okay. Now we start with 3. Okay, I like to start with 1 single inhale, exhalation, followed by 3 deep double breaths. Every day is a new day. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. April 23rd, Hope for Today. My alcoholic father sexually abused me when I was young, and I never dealt with the thoughts and feelings from that trauma. When I came into Al-Anon at age 52, my resentment and anger were deep-seated. As I painfully worked the steps and took my 4th step inventory, my buried pain and anger started to surface. I shared these thoughts and feelings in my fifth step with my sponsor. Through this process, I came to feel forgiven for the many wrongs I had committed, including judgment of my father. Gradually, I released my long-held anguish. I started to see my father and myself in a softer light. I had a spiritual awakening in this area as I drove to work on a beautiful April morning. When I stopped at a red light, my higher power brought a thought into my mind. If God could forgive me for my mistakes, then I guess I could forgive my dad for his. Warmth washed over me in waves. I felt my anger and resentment begin to fall gently and easily away from me. The spiritual awakening transformed the relationship I was privileged to have with my father for the 2 years before he died. We never achieved the father-daughter closeness for which I had so longed. Instead, I grew to respect him and appreciate his good qualities, previously clouded by my view of the past. I am proud to say that my father and I were friends when he died. Although I felt much sorrow when he died, I am grateful that the additional pain of unresolved resentment didn't add to my burden of grief. Thought for the day. Self-forgiveness often clears the path for forgiving others. Quote from As We Understood, page 62. The peace that comes from forgiveness is the serenity we learn in Al-Anon. 3 deep double breaths, followed by the Serenity Prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Keep coming back. It works if you work it, and you're worth it. See you tomorrow.